Hi everyone, I'm Karen Souter. I'm a rural support worker with the Rural Resilience team from the Department of Primary Industries. What I'd like to share with you today is a new tool for our toolbox, and also like to introduce you to Grace.
Hi.
Grace is from NFP Connect and has this fabulous tool. Let's call it a tool again because it's something we can use to achieve some things in our life. And we'd like to share with you a bit about it. So Grace, I have got a chaotic world.
Yes.
I've got to juggle work,
Yep.
family,
Yep.
kids,
Yep.
community,
Yep.
volunteering,
Yep.
school.
Mm.
I've got to juggle a bit of self-care too.
Yep.
How do I do it?
So that's one of the biggest things is about the self-care and women not looking after each other. So I actually wrote this NFP Connect Planner originally for the not-for-profit space because there was so much chaos, and it's obviously women and mums and different, people that live in a chaotic environment. But how do you structure yourself so that you can be the best that you can be in any environment? I think we really struggle. Like the first thing to go for women especially is their self-care. And so this is really around kind of helping you set goals, but also being a bit of a reflection piece so that you can look back on it, so that if you're having a really bad day, you can see the things that you've accomplished, because you do so much, you just don't remember that you've done all these amazing things. And so if we want to believe in ourselves, everyone else can tell us we're fabulous, but unless we believe it and know it within ourselves, it's not going to translate. So we really have to have a place that we can kind of, whether it's a journal, and this is more practical to kind of juggle all areas of life. Yeah.
Great. So can we have a look inside it?
Yes, sure can. So basically the aim of this, and this is mine, so I've got lots of different things, but the instructions is why I wrote it. Where are you now? So I can say to you, how are you?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay, so how's your head going?
It is full and it is bedlam.
Okay, and how's your heart going?
Racing.
Yeah. And your body?
Yeah, not coping so well.
So you can go, yeah, I'm fine, which is the natural response. But when you actually sit down and reflect on it, it changes the answer. And so we've got all this stuff going on up here, and that's what, and we're not really looking at it. So we're not really kind of working out how we can be better at in the future. So then it's really around, okay, so now you figured out where you are and where do you want to go. And so this is sort of about that kind of working out. And sometimes when you actually look at yourself, you kind of go, oh, you know what, this part of my life is actually doing really well. And there's always a solid part of your life that is in order, but you just think because of everything else, it's a bit chaotic. So that's the sort of point. So this is all about dreaming and goal setting a year out. It's blank. I don't believe in December 31st New Year's resolutions. Life starts when you're ready. And so this whole planner is blank so that you can start it when you're ready. And if you get overwhelmed for a week, you can sort of stop and start again, and you don't feel like you're missing a week and feel like a failure, which is another thing that it does. So sometimes we don't set goals because we've not ever accomplished them. Yeah. And so this is around that slow habitual change, which is where everything starts. How do we start to change something? It's on a slow and steady pace. So in 1 year's time, I want my life to look like this. And so that's what we kind of aim for, not I have to get this done in 12 weeks. There's this big thing of like you put weight on for 20 years and then you're going to try and take it up off in 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Like that's actually, your brain doesn't actually comprehend that. And that's why you put it straight back on. Because you're not training your brain as well as your body and your heart and soul to change, to make that long-term change. And that's what this is sort of all about. So each month it has a monthly reflection. My favorite part is the week. So it's like last week's success, this week's focus, who do you need support from, who do you need to connect from, how can you grow, so what learnings do you need, and 3 things today. And how to take care of yourself is a really important part. And so that's a really, this page, and don't get overwhelmed by it. It looks overwhelming, but the other part of this is if you don't write your goals down, it's really good to actually just reflect back on what you've accomplished that day. So you don't have to be too hard on yourself if you don't get to where you need to do, because the next day you just start again. So that's really
good advice, isn't it? We are pretty hard on ourselves as women, so
time.
Let's cut ourselves some slack and get on with it tomorrow.
Yeah. So I'll just give you a little quick tip, which is really fascinating, and one of the things that I use. It's just a breathe. So you have an event, you have a reaction, and then an outcome. So that's the 3-way response. We have an automatic reaction when something comes at us, based on fears that maybe our parents taught us. It's not actually things that we were trained ourselves, but they might have been habits that we've been given to by our family or whatever, anyone. And so you have the ability, so the automatic reaction comes from the back of the brain, your automatic response. Your rational thinking is here.
Okay.
So when you're trying to remember something, you tap your head naturally. Hey,
Ah.
hey, hey, kick in, kick in. What is that? What is that? What am I trying to remember? And that's actually you trying to physically get your rational brain to kick in.
All right.
Right? So you've got event, reaction. So event, the kid's right on the wall. Reaction is you lose your bits. And I'll put a bleep in there. And then there's the outcome to that. Everyone starts crying, all that sort of stuff. So it only takes 3 seconds from you to move from here to here.
Right.
That's it. So event, how do I want to react? And then respond accordingly.
Okay.
So that's our natural way of responding to things.
Mhm.
And by using that simple tool of breath, it doesn't happen overnight, and you do it, but being able to see and understand that that's the way that we naturally respond, and we have a body response when something comes at us.
Mhm.
It's really awesome to know that we have control on how we react and when we react and why.
Right.
And even if we overreact, it's okay because we can walk away and come back.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's what this is kind of the premise of this is, like, how do we respond or go back to getting back to the focus or where we wanted and set out. So we'll go off track. We always do. We've got so many chaotic things, but eventually we want our life to look in a certain order, and be kind to yourself as you try and do it.
Yeah. Thanks, Grace. That's
all
a
right.
really, really good overview.
Yeah.
And we've also had a really lovely donation from Local Land Services for our soft course today. They are going to give all of you lovely ladies one of the NFP Connect planners.
Yay.
So hopefully from this overview, you can understand how to use it. If not, we'll muddle through together. And thank you very much, Grace. I'm
You're
really
welcome.
grateful for you coming all the way up to Scone today to shoot this
thanks,
video and deliver them.
That's awesome. High five.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Yay.
Thanks for having me. And thanks. Good luck, ladies. If you need anything, just send me a message, or on Facebook, we've got a planner page, NFP Connect Planner. So we can guide you through it if you get stuck.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Awesome.